my thoughts are, I think, somewhat simple, right? So the first thing I would say is be bold, right? Be bold as in speak up, and don't be afraid to speak up. And as nonprofits, we have this incredible responsibility of ensuring that the least of us is cared for. That's an essential service. That is the basis of a community. That is not something that should be a second thought to anyone. And so I think we need to own that role. We need to own that position, and we need to speak from that position. So we need to be bold. And I think doing it in places like this, the coalition and other areas, is really, really important, because folks for the longest time have thought charity is something you do after. The problem is that charity is actually supporting those with basic needs: housing, food, health, not dying from violence. And so I think I liked what Chris just said too, because you have to be willing to take risks. As nonprofits, we have been taught to be safe. We have to take risks. Fail fast. If it ain't working, get rid of it. Think differently. And I do think we can take I do believe as nonprofits, we can take some strategies from business. We do not have to turn into business, because people are our bottom line. And as long as you keep your mission and focus, you're not going to become a corporate capitalist business. The second thing is, I would say, look for non-traditional partners, larger partners, unusual partners. And I'll give you two, not necessarily unusual partners, but ones we have encountered. So we currently have a pilot partnership with Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital, Somerset. We are looking to build capacity in both the hospital and the community and our organization to make sure survivors have a warm handoff and a bridge when they need help to our organization. And so we've been working with them now for six months or so, and it's a to be continued. It's not a one and done. The other pilot we have going on is actually with the Somerset County Prosecutor's Office. We are working with the Prosecutor's Office and selected municipalities to pilot remote restraining orders. So those that have to file restraining orders don't have the burden of having childcare and transportation and maybe coming out of a safe space to be able to file a restraining order to get safety. Those are the kinds of programs that are going to influence the system and the capacity of the system to serve those that we know need help. And I think the last thing I would say, and this may sound real simplistic, and so I don't intend it that way, but I think it's really important that we all just ground. Remember who we are, remember our purpose, remember our mission. Give room for the process of disruption, because disruption can be very destabilizing. And then stay focused on the next right thing. Because right now we cannot see the whole picture. We cannot see the whole picture. And the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. The old map doesn't apply. We can't see the new picture. Do the next right thing in front of you. Speak truth to power. Remember that the only way that we're all going to navigate this and transition to what's better and greater is together.